Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Lifetime Christmas movies.
I'm Patrick Serrano, and I'm a Lifetime movie expert.
I'm Dan, and I despise Lifetime Christmas movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast. Brandon and friends host his podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Well, hello, everybody.
Oh, boy.
How are we?
I mean, it's the 21st, Bran.
Yeah.
We're right there.
I know.
We're doing it.
Dude, Christmas morning this morning when you said 4 days till Christmas, I thought you were gonna lose. I thought that was it. I thought your voice was gone. It was
losing my mind. Patrick, hello. Happy Saturday before Christmas to you. Are you all ready for Christmas? Do you have all your shopping done and whatnot?
Yeah, we just do the nephews now. The kids will get presents. The adults, you're on your own. Check your bank account. You might have a Zelle in there.
Check your bank account. You might have a Zelle.
Dude, wow. You're getting a Zelle.
That is as laid back as it gets for
Christmas. Might get a Zelle.
Check your bank account. You might have a Zelle.
But if you're just passing around Zelles, like if you're... someone's gonna lose out on that, right?
Is there a decided amount of money for the Zelle pass
Everybody
around?
just sends everybody $20 via Zelle.
Yeah.
Right. Well, usually my dad sends the most Zelle, and then everybody else, if they like you, they'll send you something.
Let's see what Dad sends, and then we'll go from
send
there. Varying amounts. Yeah,
I love that.
I like that,
dude. You're getting a Zelle. I think that's great.
That's very exciting.
How have they not tapped into that as any sort of advertising?
Point. We need to send somebody over there.
Like it's like a party, a Christmas party. It's like, why didn't you get me a gift? And you're like, dude,
you're getting a
Zelle.
That's
really
perfect. Dadgummit. Who do we need?
What do we do? Like, why are we here?
We need to be in a boardroom somewhere.
Somewhere.
Just talking about
heck out of this.
Just taking a quick gander, as I typically do, to lifetimeoncork.com. You do the most this time of year.
Yeah,
you're covering everything, including a relatively large batch as of this week of BET Plus movies that came out of nowhere. If someone is going to watch one BET Plus Christmas movie this weekend, which one should they watch?
Okay, so there's one based on a Richard Pryor movie that I wasn't familiar with. But I guess it's like a big movie. It's called
Brewster's Millions?
Brewster's Millions, a classic.
Yes, so they
do
Brewster's
Christmas.
Yeah, Brewster's Millions Christmas. I'm ruining the pitch in the board meeting. Richard Pryor's daughter is in it.
Oh, wow.
Is it good?
And she's good. Yeah. And it's good. Yeah. So basically it's, that whole thing, like you can't get your inheritance until you do the good things.
That's right.
But it's, the sister from Family Matters.
Laura, Kelly Shaneen Williams, or the other sister?
No, not the young sisters.
Not Judy.
The auntie,
yeah,
not Judy.
Got it.
She's the grandma, and she's like, you gotta provide a home for somebody.
Oh, wow.
Jo Marie Payton. That you're talking about. We're talking about the mom. Got it.
Yeah, not the mom. The mom's sister,
Rachel.
Selma. Yeah, Rachel.
Got it.
You've said yes. Rachel. You've said yes to everyone.
You said sister. And then you said
Patrick. You have thrown out multiple people, and Patrick has said yes to all of them. Yes.
Yes, that's right. That's it.
You got it. That's the ticket.
So she has to provide a home. She has to provide a kid's wish with no money. Like not a dolly or a rocking chair. She has to give him like an experience or something, and then find love or whatever. And it's just really good.
That's nice.
It's a little long. It needs some editing. Like all the BET ones, they run it like it's a full movie, full length.
Oh,
so they're going like an hour 46.
Oh, they don't play by anyone's rules.
Wow, so you get to really dive into those characters.
Because at least with Hallmark Plus movies, they've still
kept it at 84. Yeah,
they still stuck to it.
Yes. Yeah, there's no cuts for commercials. It's like a movie.
Okay.
They film them like they're a movie. So yeah, there's some editing that could be done, but that would be the best.
Patrick, I see like podcasters and different like content creators always say like have this link where they can buy a coffee. Do you do that? Where you have like a link where you can just like buy Patrick a coffee? Do you do that?
Yeah, the coffee, the KOFI coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
So
They spell it weird.
Guys, no one Bran is the hardest working man in Christmas podcasting. I mean, he has that title. There's nothing I can do about that. But
I mean, I got
Patrick
2 daily
is
shows going on.
running a theater in in Maryland, and he's watching basically every movie and writing about it. Go buy this man a coffee. Like, just go do it. Like, it's just,
I like coffee.
Well,
I changed mine to wine. I changed mine to wine. So I said, buy me a glass of wine. Like $5.
Buy this man a glass of wine.
A glass of wine's more than $5 these days. But I felt it was like rude to ask for like 10.
Pour it up.
FI.com/Patrick Serrano.
That's how you do it. It's that easy.
That's it.
If you're listening right now, go buy this guy a glass of wine. I mean, he's just working, constantly watching movies. I can't imagine at 11 p.m. starting a movie. Erin Shea.
Hi, Erin.
Hey, at this time of year, Deck the Hallmark has a really great naked wine code.
That's true.
So you could get a bottle of wine for $7.
That's true. Yeah. Nakedwines.com/Deck the Hallmark is the best deal we've probably ever offered.
You
could buy Patrick 6 bottles of wine.
That's right.
For the price of
what
one
I
glass.
think we're gonna do. I think
we've determined that I prefer the Zell, guys.
Dude, you're getting Zell.
I was gonna say we'll send you some naked wine, but maybe we'll just send you the Zell. We'll send you the Zell.
Dude, you're getting Zell.
You're getting a Zell. You're getting a Zell.
Right. No, I had a wine and a Secret Santa at a work party, and I was like, obviously, I'm picking the wine if I'm picking first. And then, it got stolen, of course.
Was it a white elephant or a Secret Santa?
Oh, it was a white elephant.
Got it. Because they can't steal your gift in Secret Santa. That's illegal.
No matter how hard they try.
Oh, wait a minute. I think people are pulling one over on me. Yeah. So, I've got one covered.
What'd you? Oh, so you got it. You stole it back.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to end the story nicely. I ended up getting like a bunch of like stupid like a coffee mug and a cocoa mix, and I was like, God, I don't want this. But that's always how it happens.
You can send that to me. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
I like
really?
Cocoa. Yeah, I love cocoa.
Oh, I will. It's a 12 days of Christmas cocoa tasting.
12?
Yeah, that's the 12. Number of days, Bran. 12 days.
Shove off. I don't need it from you. I'm having a moment with Patrick.
Okay,
that sounds wonderful.
All right, I'll send you the box. It's all just junk. God, it just made me so mad. I bought a beautiful jade stone to bring you wealth in the new year, and I charged it with the moon. Come on, guys.
Do you think that someone's at home with their jade stone going, I can't believe this is the junk I got. I brought hot chocolate, 12 different types. Do you think that's happening? This is freaking charged with the moon. What good is that to me?
The girl who got the jade, she got the jade stone. She was not happy. So Kiefer's my coworker. Kiefer, he
all day long.
Yeah. He took the jade. He traded with her, and he was like, "This is really cool. I like this present." And I was like, good. It's a cool present. It's what I would have wanted.
That's so funny.
I love it.
Oh, I just got a Kofi.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I'm just telling you.
How about that?
It's the magic.
Wow.
How about that?
Christmas magic.
Is it enough to buy a new jade?
The jade was like $25 at what's it called? Home Goods.
Home Goods. Got it.
Sponsored by Home Goods. Sponsored by Home Goods.
Everybody right now, ko-fi.com/Patrick Serrano. That's all there is to it. Come on.
That's all there is to it.
Well, and you can leave a little message too, which is nice.
Wow. Yeah. The words of affirmation count just
money.
Thanks,
and
Kristen.
message.
See, Kristen said, glass of wine for your service. Thank you, Kristen.
Oh, Kristen, above and beyond. Unbelievable.
Above and beyond.
Are we doing a pledge drive right now?
Now, if we get 3 Kofis by the time we're done, then
that's right.
All right, let's do Holiday Junkie. That's what we're talking about today.
Yes,
Jennifer Love, a drug addict that loves the holidays.
The
I wish. I wish.
The Jennifer Love Hewitt vehicle acted, directed. Did she write it? No, Anna White wrote it, but did it all. She's
story by.
Yes. I was excited about this one.
Oh, me too. I think this is it.
So I didn't I don't really know anything about Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Wow.
I know the name Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I know what you did last summer.
I just watched I Know What You Did Last Summer for the first time. This Halloween.
What did you think?
I had a good time. I had a good time with it. And so I was excited about it.
What are you waiting for?
It's great.
Very good. Aren't they doing? Didn't they just sign on for? She just signed on for another one, right?
It's been very dramatic with the announcement of the new one. Did you guys hear all the drama? Sarah Michelle Gellar and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
You call her just the gal in love.
They apparently are like have some bad blood. But it's on the DL.
Oh,
like they're like saying like, oh no, we're friends, but like you can tell.
But they both have officially signed on, right?
Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar, interestingly enough, her character died in the first one, so I don't know how she's coming back, but she's coming back.
Yeah, I was thinking that and didn't want to spoil it for anybody, but also like, but I mean, it's never stopped a horror movie before. No. I mean, they made 1,000 Halloween movies, and it's fine. They just I've
seen Scream 7, 6, whatever it is.
The last Scream was a joke. How many people stayed alive?
Yeah,
let's do this. We can do this.
Yes, the holiday junkie. Take it away, Patrick.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, but we were talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is naturally the draw of this movie, right? Yeah. So she's coming in, she wrote, she directed. This is based on her. She lost her mother, I think, recently. So this is like a tribute to her mother.
Oh, okay. So the tears, she didn't have to work very hard.
No. The motivation was easy there.
She cries a lot in this movie. And I was very impressed by it. But now knowing that she was easily able to.
Now that you know her mom just died, you're not impressed by it?
I'm. Weirdly enough, less so. It's like when it just happened, you could pull it really quickly.
Yeah.
And but I will say,
working through your trauma.
I know there were multiple scenes where I got a kick out of the fact knowing that she's directing this movie, and so I'm in my mind thinking through. She's giving the direction, and then she's like, "I need 3 seconds." Then she starts crying, action, and so that happens multiple times in this movie where the scene kind of starts and she's crying already, and so thinking through how do you direct yourself and the crew, right as you're about to cry.
With that,
so there's a lot going on. Lots of juggling going on by Jennifer Love, which was very, very impressive. I'm back to being very impressed.
Okay, good. It was a journey, but we made
it. I came all the way. And the guy in this movie is her real life husband.
That's correct. Okay. Her real life husband. I think her kids are in a
family
scene
affair
or something.
Here.
She really did the whole thing. And just one more thing about the crying. So. Dan, you didn't see the movie.
Nope.
So you don't know how pretty her crying is. But think, Claire Danes crying, right?
Yes.
The ugliest crier
of all
Claire
time.
Danes.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite of that. Think, no lines on the face, beautiful tears.
Just symmetrical.
She's still able to tears. Talk, while she's crying, which is always impressive.
But she's really crying.
She's really crying. She might make like a frown once to show she's sad, but it's really impressive.
I've not seen Jennifer Love Hewitt in anything. I didn't watch the show she was on CBS, Ghost Whisperer. I mean, I think teenage me was a big fan, but I don't.
Of course you were.
I don't like big. That was a big draw of. I know what you did last summer. I don't know if I've seen her in anything since then. I might have. I don't know. I honestly don't. But good to hear she's a great crier.
Yes, you definitely weren't watching Party of Five.
No. I did not get to Party of Five.
Right? There's no way. No. Me neither, really.
How dare you, Patrick? But you're right. Yeah.
All right. So Jennifer Love Hewitt, she runs a business in this. It's called The Holiday Junkie.
Oh, that's the name of the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's the name of the movie. We get it right out of the beginning. And the mother and her started the business together.
Yes. So, and early on in the movie, you don't know that mom's dead because she's calling her mom and is leaving her a voicemail. And I felt like I remember from the preview show that her mom was dead. And so I was like, oh, her mom's not dead yet. And then apparently it's just a thing she does. She calls her mom and she leaves voicemails even though she's already passed.
Hey, update. Yes. I have seen Jennifer Love Hewitt a couple times since I know what you did last summer. The Tuxedo, Jackie Chan movie. Sure. Garfield, the movie. I saw her there.
Oh, I did see that one, yeah.
She's briefly in Tropic Thunder, which I saw, and Can't Hardly Wait. So I've seen all of those things. So there you go. She's been around more than I thought.
Well, that's the thing. She sneaks up on you.
She does. She She sneaks up on you. Yeah.
She's sneaky. And in this movie, it's really fun because, her mom's dead, but she keeps talking about her mom and people assume that the mom's alive the way she's talking. She's like, oh, me and my mom run this business. And they're like, oh, that's so fun. Your mom sounds great. And she's like, it's almost like she like sadly like walks away like dun, 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 like foreshadowing or whatever.
Yeah.
And Dan, I have to show you this image on my website.
Okay.
So for the first, I don't know, hour of the movie, she's wearing this red suit jacket, like blouse and red glasses, and she looks like Linda Belcher.
Yeah.
Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
Oh my god, she does.
It just was on my mind the whole time.
Never
like
would have made
to
that
the
connection.
red jacket,
But
and the red glasses. That's crazy.
Shout out to Bob's Burgers, a fun time.
Yeah, I had my moment with Bob's Burgers. Okay, so she has this. There's a client, a big client, the Parker family. They have a beautiful house, a McMansion, if you will, and she's going to decorate it, plan the holidays for them, and it's going to be her big opportunity to get a venture capitalist to give her more money.
That's right.
Classic
so the holiday
PC.
junkie doesn't just come in and decorate your house; they also plan your whole Christmas gathering, basically. So the Parker family was going out of town, and when they came back, they wanted the whole house decorated and then like a bunch of Christmas activities that they could do as a family.
Okay, so not like scheduling family Christmas parties.
I'm sure that they could. The holiday
like,
junkie can do
whatever
they
go
want.
sledding or ice skating.
Yes,
I love this.
an itinerary
this.
basically for your Christmas gatherings. But she really wants an investor because her dream is to get into the consumer side. She has all these mock-ups of different like Christmas decorations that she wants to make. And so her goal is to impress the Parker family, get some money, and then begin to make her own Christmas decorations.
Standard. Yeah, got it.
Yep. And so when she gets to the house, she has a lesbian best friend. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Doesn't really have much influence on the plot, but I thought the lesbian best friend was funny.
She was
shout out.
And she gets to the house, and of course, there's a hunky handyman, hammering away. And she's like, "Oh, what are you doing here? I'm supposed to be decorating the house." And he's like, "What are you doing here? I'm the house manager." And they like have like a tense little thing going, and he's like, "Your job's fake," and she's like, "Your face is fake."
Your face is fake.
You might be wondering, Dan,
it
wasn't the house manager's job to be decorating for Christmas. It sounds like it would be. And it should be, but he doesn't do Christmas.
He doesn't do Christmas.
You know that.
You need to know that.
He doesn't do it, and you might be wondering why. He doesn't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk? No. Well, I'm
for
sure
at least another 20 minutes.
I'm sure we'll unpack that later, and it'll have something to do with a dead relative. But right now, we're not going to
Surprisingly,
talk about
no.
Wow. Okay. All
I'll
right.
leave you on pins and needles.
Okay.
Right? And Mason is the hunk's name. Like, he's the handyman, masonry. We're tying it together.
Masonry? Did you combine masonry and missionary?
Oh, right. There you go.
Masonry.
Masonry.
He's in the masonry position.
Yeah, it's an ingredient.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a masonry. I spread the gospel of mason work.
That's right.
Right. There you go. He's not the only person to drag Jennifer Love Hewitt's job. Like everyone she meets in this town's like, your job sounds fake. Your job's made up. Your job. They're like so rude. Like if I'm sure you guys have this with your job. You're like, yes. I'm a podcaster, and they're like, what does that mean? Or what do you mean? Your job's fake.
Yeah, the difference between us and Love, though, in this, I call her Love personally, is we try to get ahead of it.
We do.
We always go like, we're podcasters. It's not a real job. We say the thing first.
I never say I watch Christmas movies for. I say I run a podcast network. It's weird.
It's silly.
Yeah,
we try to get ahead of it
because
we know what people are thinking. We understand.
Yeah, because they're immediately going to go, I like podcasts. What kind of podcast do you do? And that's where it gets really silly, because if I was like, running a podcast network with a bunch of true crimes on there, it would be like true crime. And then the conversation's over, or they want to tell me about their true crime. But as soon as I'm like, oh, it's TV Christmas movies mainly, there's just no recovering.
Yeah.
There's no recovering. You're down a path at that point.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we try to get out in front of it best we can.
But Love does not.
No.
Well, yeah, she needs you guys you guys should become weird job coaches.
That's right.
And then coach people with weird jobs how to approach people
love that
at holiday parties.
Dude, you're getting Zell.
Oh God, it works so well.
It really does
so well.
Or you could say it works so Zell.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
We're having fun, are we?
All right. So
I'm lonely.
No, not I'm lonely.
I can always get a laugh out of Patrick with it.
As soon as Patrick heard that wasn't a song, he couldn't handle it.
Oh, I love it. Okay, sorry. We're having fun.
Okay. So they work together, but not together well. They're like getting a Christmas tree. The vendor cancels. Like things are happening, right? And Mason has a friend in high school who like he's from the town.
Yeah.
So
they're townies.
They're townies. And these friends are not pivotal to the plot, but I thought this actor was notable. Greg Grunberg. Do you guys remember Greg?
He's been on our podcast before.
We know Greg. Yeah.
He's been on our show.
Yeah, friend of the show, Greg.
You're friends.
Yeah, friend of the show, Greg.
Of course.
And Greg's job in this movie is to just be silly and laugh. That's basically his whole gig.
Yeah, my picture of him on the blog is just him laughing.
I think he's laughing in every scene that he's in, even in a scene that's coming up, which is anything but funny. He still finds a way to laugh. So shout out to Greg.
Right. Yeah, I mean, well, he's always been like he's like a Where's Waldo of like TV and film. You're like,
Heroes, Star Wars, Lifetime. He's all over the map.
Oh, see, you missed my Gateway, Felicity. He was in Felicity.
Gateway Grunberg was Felicity.
I saw Gateway Grunberg live. Really good show.
Yeah.
Right.
They opened for Townie Masonry.
Yeah.
Masonry. Sorry. Dang
but he doesn't really do these Christmassy movies. So I'm like, he must be like a personal friend of Jennifer Love Hewitt's, and she's like, hey, you're funny. Can you be in this movie, please? I got a lot of dead mom stuff in this. I need you to like punch it up.
Yeah, that's right.
I think he is a fan of the genre though.
That's right.
So I think this if the opportunity came knocking, I was surprised to see him, and then I wasn't.
He
surprised.
reviewed a movie with us.
Yeah.
It's
a good time.
Wasn't even a Christmas.
Okay,
movie.
well, dream come true. Then he gets his Christmas movie check, and he's in the one of the season, the Jennifer Love Hewitt one.
That's right. Big deal.
We love
Big deal.
it.
Prestige.
So Jennifer Love Hewitt meets these high school friends. They are making fun of Mason and talking about a time when he peed his pants.
Yeah.
And this guy peed his pants at school, and it was so funny. And it made me think about, like, everyone knows the kid that peed their pants at school, right?
Sure.
Can you guys think like to your school experience and like you vividly have a memory of someone peeing their pants?
No, I'm sorry.
Is it just me? I can't say the name, but it was one girl. Say
the name.
I can't say her name. It's
First
inappropriate.
Name. Candace.
The name is inappropriate?
Well, I don't want to call them out. We'll just call them.
Friends? This is so great.
We'll just call them Jessica
Lounds.
Jessica Lounds. Yes, Jessica Lounds, my personal friend. In math class, she's like raising her hand, and the teacher's like, "You cannot go to the bathroom. We are like doing this, whatever." And she's like, "Okay," and she's like, really waiting. And then she like raises her hand. He's like, "You cannot go. We're doing this thing," and she like couldn't hold it, and then she just like peed, and everybody in the classroom was like, "Oh my god, Jessica's peeing," and like. And then it's like, well, she should have let her go to the bathroom. That teacher was like,
that's a bad. You could sue that teacher,
right?
How old? Was Jessica Lounds?
That was probably 6th grade.
Oh, 6th grade. Oh my god.
That's what I'm
saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
The number one rule of teaching middle school is we'll just stop there. That's the number. Like, you have to let her go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
like you just can't do that.
That's tough.
It was bad. So yes, because also in the story that they're telling, Mason pees his pants in high school. He's in high school. He's not like a little kid.
Yeah.
So these are like grown-ups like peeing their pants, I
bet I would have had a memory, but after potty training 2 boys, it's like if you say pee their pants, I just think of my kid, at 3.5 at the trampoline park.
Yeah, I got a lot of
I think he's potty trained, but he doesn't want to stop jumping. You know what I mean? Those are the stories that I have.
Yeah.
True. It's the PTSD of keeping a change of clothes in the car until they were 6.
You got to tell the worker my kid peed all over the trampoline.
Yeah. Oh, you do that?
Right. Oh, you told him. Wow.
Interesting. I just say jump away, man.
Jump away.
What's done is done.
Swing away.
Swing away.
But yes, in the middle of all this pee-pee talk, imagine us. We're talking about all these funny things, and then all of a sudden, Jennifer Love Hewitt's like, "My mom died," and then she runs away.
Okay.
She runs off. So that's how we get it out.
Wow.
Finally, that's the big reveal.
That is the big reveal, and it's also the big time for the break. I don't know. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get to the rest of the Holiday Junkie here on Deck the Hallmark. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
It was a good place. It was a good place for a break.
Ready?
I'm ready.
For
ready.
My Kofi update. We hit the goal.
We hit 3. Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So Holly G, of course. Holly G.
Holly
G does not need to buy me anything because we always just hang out and like drink more stronger things than wine together.
More stronger.
More stronger.
She says big hugs, 3 exclamation marks, which means she really means it.
Yeah.
And then Julie C says cheers, exclamation mark, 2 glasses of wine.
Wow.
Which is incredible. And then somebody anonymously bought one. Anonymously.
There it is. There's the one.
So you're up to 4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm already slurring my words. It's so many glasses of wine.
Oh my gosh, Christmas is starting early.
6 in the morning.
We didn't mention I'm also drinking the glasses of wine in real time as we're going through the podcast.
Kofi's a miracle website. They just kind of pop out of the screen.
Out of the screen.
Yeah.
If you want to hear me actually do that, go back in the archives. That's how I used to record the podcast.
You used to drink with actual wine, yeah.
That's right.
Every episode, we record like 4 episodes back to back.
And you start drinking at the first episode?
Start drinking first episode, and then your next guest would bring a bottle of wine, and who knows what you're saying in episode 4.
Yeah, yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
I would have to listen back and be like, okay, let's make sure I didn't say anything totally terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those
are the days.
Things get away from
was
you.
the Wild West back then. Those
really
are the 20 teens,
It was 2016, and the best part about that would be like I would be like listening to the conversation, and then I would say what I was thinking I wanted to say, and I'm like, oh yeah, I said what I wanted to say.
You know what is funny about that is occasionally I'll go back to older episodes and I'll hear like Dan say something, and then I will think about a joke that I want to respond with, and then I make that joke
all
on the air.
time.
And I'm like, oh wow, I'm so
consistent.
That's
yes. Right. Yeah.
Yes. So if you were wondering if we're narcissists before, we are totally listening to ourselves on tape.
That's right. I'm laughing at
my
own
all
jokes.
the time in the world. There's nothing I can do.
Hey, it's fine. Okay, so back to Jennifer Love Hewitt, our girl. She gets to decorating. She wakes up and Mason is shirtless, and he's like, just walking around, and she's like, "Oh, you're naked." He's like, "I just have my shirt off. Like, relax." But he like helps her like hang up like more like intricate designs and stuff.
Can I ask a question about shirtless people?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I haven't been around, like, this has never happened to me. Okay. So I've never like been in a public setting where someone's just randomly shirtless, aside from like a swimming pool or the beach or whatever, where it's acceptable.
That's right.
But like, I have to imagine if I do see that, you just kind of roll with it, right? Like if you see somebody shirtless, do you freak out like Love did? Like how she just kind of turned around and she's like, oh my gosh. Like, or do you just kind of roll with it?
I think if you're sexually attracted to them, maybe you would.
Okay. So it's just like an immediate like, oh wow, hubba hubba.
I'm not going to be able to concentrate if you don't put your shirt on.
Right. But if it's just like, some random like guy and he's just like hot, he takes the shirt off walking around,
like I do around the office.
Well, yeah. It's pretty regular.
Yeah. Or I'm thinking like in yoga class, like if someone takes their shirt off, like I almost took my shirt off. It was so hot the other day in yoga class. But I don't, because I think it's like a privilege that men have that women don't.
Sure.
So I'm like, if they have to keep their shirts on, then I'm going to keep my shirt.
Wow. Yeah.
How about that?
Yes, but sometimes guys take their shirts off in yoga class, and usually if they're a hunky man, I'm like, oh, whoa.
Oh, wow. And you don't know what to do with it. It's an instinctual hubba hubba.
That's right.
It is.
Okay, great. All right, carry on.
Yes, women and gay men ogle shirtless men too. So don't worry, guys.
Okay,
thank you.
Good to know.
So There's she finds like a wedding invitation. This was like confusing to me. So she finds a wedding invitation for someone named Claire Egan and Mason. Like it was a wedding from like last year that got called off, and she's like, "What is this?" So I think that's like the big secret that we're going to be revealing later. Okay. But we just put it in our back pocket. The Parker family keeps getting like snowed in to wherever they are. They're in Colorado or something.
Tough break.
They keep like missing their flight, or like their flight gets canceled. Like they keep it, so it extends the time that Jennifer Love Hewitt and Mason are alone together, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It makes
does.
sense. Yeah,
100% does. Yep.
So Jennifer Love Hewitt starting to have feelings for Mason, and her lesbian friends like, you need to go for it. He's hot. I'm a lesbian, and even I think he's hot. See, like the thing we were talking about.
Sure.
There's a cookie swap in town, and Jennifer Love Hewitt accidentally signed the family up. No, not accidentally. She did sign the family up.
Yes, because she thought they would be back by now, but they're not.
They're not. So now she has to come up with like so many cookies. But lucky for her, Mason is like an incredible baker.
Yeah.
And I wrote, she's baking like a mad woman. And I thought about this today. Like, why do we say mad woman? Why don't we say mad man? Or we say mad hatter? Why is it mad woman?
What? I've heard madman a lot more than mad woman. Right?
No, you're like, I'm something like a mad woman. Like I was driving like a mad woman.
No, I hear like a madman way more.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's baking like a madman. I would never say baking like a mad woman. I would literally never say that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard it, but let's let the people decide. You can send Patrick a Ko-fi, and then in the little message line, you can let us know what you've heard it more.
Mad woman or mad man.
Yeah.
I always thought it was mad woman. I've never heard mad man.
Really?
So I've heard nothing but mad. I've heard nothing but mad.
It's a TV show.
Mad Men.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. It is a TV show.
Yeah, like that's the phrase is madman, not mad woman. In my that's how I've always thought of it.
Wow.
But listen, Patrick, we're not sexist like you are.
That's right. It's
we
just
are just
tough talking to you sometimes.
Yeah,
Patrick.
it is.
I know. Look, this is a learning opportunity for me.
Yeah.
We're all learning.
Failing
and we're all
forward.
growing.
You're failing forward, Patrick.
So they plan to like expand the business. They're like as they're talking and baking. You know?
That's when she talks about how she wants to get into the consumer side,
and he talks about how he wants kids.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's a time to bring it up for sure.
Oh, you want to expand your business? I want to expand my family.
That's
it's
right.
like one of those like things.
Classic.
Right, and I'm like,
not even dating.
Really, really random. And also he still hates Christmas. Don't forget, and he wants to dress up as Santa, but he's too skinny to dress up as Santa.
And we have not figured out why he hates Christmas yet.
No,
but it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And okay, here it is.
Here.
So we're at the bar.
We're here.
We made it.
Greg Grunberg is there at the bar, of course, and they play this really fun game. It's called I guess something with a mozzie stick, like a mozzarella stick. There's one mozzarella stick left.
How do you think they're going to decide who gets the last mozzarella stick?
You got to split it.
Yeah,
you just split the stick.
There's four of them.
You think you can split
then it should be 2 and 2.
Oh, you think so?
I think if there's four people. How many?
What if they decide?
How many in this order of sticks?
I don't know, but they don't want to split the stick, and so what they decide to do is play a fun game of who has the worst Christmas story.
And that's how we figure out he doesn't like Christmas for a mozzarella stick.
Yeah, we do.
As soon as mozzarella sticks come to the table, I do instant math on how many I should eat.
And do
you guys not do that? Like 4 people, 8 sticks come to the table. Because I'm going to eat faster than you. I eat 2 sticks and I stop.
Yeah, you get ahead
immediately. And then I wait. Everybody eats all theirs. And I'm like, hey, I've already had my share. Anybody want any more of these sticks? And then if it's fair game, then I go back for more.
You're fairer with your sticks. I will say that.
We do it with wings. Yeah. We get wings at the office. I eat my designation
and then if there's any left over,
and then I stop, and then I just eat whatever's left after everybody's finished.
Okay.
But he doesn't even win the stick, though.
No.
Yeah. This is this seems a tough go of it because I don't think that it is a thing that real people have ever done. Like, I don't think this. Like, have you ever just gone around in a circle and been like, "What's your worst Christmas memory?"
Definitely not. It was so weird,
especially and I don't. She's trying so she opens up. Her mom died last Christmas. Okay.
Yes.
So she's been dead for a year. She died of cancer, and you're like, "Whoa, well, this is." this is tough. Yeah, and she's like, crying.
You win.
She's crying. We're crying. Everyone's crying. And he's like, I mean, yeah, I guess you win, but she like finally is like, you have to tell your story. And so we find out that he was engaged last Christmas to Clary Egan, and she called off, and they were going to get married right around Christmas.
Okay.
And she called off the engagement like 2 days before the wedding because she wants to travel or something.
She didn't want to. She didn't want to have kids.
She didn't want to have kids.
So that happened the previous
more.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's fresh.
Yeah. It's fresh.
So that makes sense why he doesn't want to do Christmas.
Yeah. So that's why he hates Christmas. And but she still wins the mozzarella.
But it's not the best story. But she wins the stick, no question about it. Yeah, but I mean, how many sticks did each person have? That's all I'm asking.
We got to figure it out. Yeah. But Jennifer Love Hewitt cries beautifully, and she eats a mozzarella stick so classily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Classily.
She looks at you.
I mean,
and
look at her with that mozzarella stick.
Yeah. She
she looks
takes
great.
a little bite. I've never seen anybody eat a mozzarella stick so well.
No one looks good eating mozzarella sticks, right? Like the cheese is all like stringy and it's coming down. It gets stuck in your beard. She doesn't have a beard, but you know what I mean.
I mean, Jennifer Love Hewitt crushing the stick game.
Like her nails look amazing.
Yeah, her nails did look really good there.
Like, goodness,
I'm
really doing it. You know, and that's the difference between somebody who's been behind the camera. Now she's directing, right? She's paying attention to the details.
She knows
that matter.
Well, she's also a veteran of the screen. I think she's had 30 plus years to practice
eating a mozzarella stick on screen.
She knows exactly what take she's going to give, what take she's going to use.
It took years and years and years of acting for her to figure out the perfect way to eat a mozzarella stick.
How many? There's over 100 ghost whipper. Ghost whipper. I'm gonna kill this ghost. I'm gonna whip that ghost. The ghost whisperer. There's over 100 episodes of that. She's in probably every scene of every episode.
Surely she ate one mozzarella stick during the ghost whipper that show, right?
I mean, I don't know. I couldn't get into that show.
She seemed too comfortable. I have to imagine she's eaten one on screen before.
Yeah, she's had her fair share of mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Winter Storm comes in.
No one segues quite like Patrick.
Okay. Ghost whippers done.
Got to be honest, we talked about the mozzarella sticks longer than I anticipated.
You brought it up, Patrick.
Let's move on.
I did bring it up. The family's still stuck in the Rocky Mountains. Jennifer Love Hewitt is very worried because how are they going to invest if they don't see all the hard work she's doing? You know?
Right.
Yeah, of course. What a waste.
Like, what the heck? So they have a lot of extra time on their hands. So Mason and Jennifer Love Hewitt go to her city apartment and decorate that. Mm-hmm. And she gets out all her mom's decorations and talks about them all. And, they're talking about Christmas and everything. And there's a present that her mom was going to give her last Christmas. And she hasn't opened it. She's been waiting. She doesn't want to open it. It's too sentimental. Yeah. And
because she realized this is the last gift her mom's ever going to give her. And so if she opens it, then that's it. But he encourages her to take that step. Your mom wanted you to have it, so you should open it.
Yeah, open the gift.
And so she does open it, and it is an ugly Christmas sweater.
Awesome.
Yes, it is. It is an ugly Christmas sweater. And she's like, I don't know why she got me this. We don't do ugly Christmas sweaters. Like, it wasn't sentimental at all. Is
there a mystery to it that they figure out later?
That's just the end but it does lead to them finally making out. They do finally make out.
Okay, great.
And
because he says, this gift is silly and you put a lot of pressure on yourself, but your mom's giving you many gifts in your life, all the things you've learned from her, all the memories you have together. And she's so touched by that they just start sucking face.
And I think he spends the night because she wakes up the next morning and she's like,
oh boy,
where'd he go?
Oh, you didn't see the scene where there's like stairs and like the camera's peeking through. I was like, this is a little bit Norman Batesy on us. Can we move along?
It's like they spend a lot of time on that. They they're out of focus beyond the stairs.
Beyond the stairs, and they're stripping down. I'm like, what is happening? Cut.
This isn't the sex movie that got the publicity.
Right, that's the other movie.
That's next week.
That's Jake Halgren movie. So, they make out. They totally hook up. Grief is quite an aphrodisiac, and now Jennifer Love Hewitt is worried. She's like, "What's gonna happen? I don't know." And they do the thing where they go talk to their best friends. He talks to Greg.
And they cut back and forth as they're talking.
Yeah, I hate that.
You don't like
that part. I hate that part of the movie because it always happens and it's always pointless. I'm like, I don't need the friends to hash it out, you know?
Yeah, but it's it's the fun thing
probably
where
would hash it out.
Yeah, but it's the thing where the friends say the exact same thing, and so they can just like make the cuts where it's like, they speed it up. Greg is like, I think that you should, and then they cut to the other best friend, and they finish the sentence.
That's an efficient way of getting the movie to time, though, right?
Yeah,
but you hate it. You hate it.
I just think it's so pointless. Like, let's move on.
Yeah.
During the kind of night together, like Jennifer Love Hewitt talks about, the nice things her mom did for her. And one of the nice things was her mom would decorate her room in Christmas lights whenever she was sad. So like not necessarily around Christmas, just whenever.
Right.
Okay.
That's like a thing that she did.
Got it.
And she mentions it to him. And she's like feeling really upset about, everything going down with the family, and she just feels like she's wasted her whole Christmas break and everything. And he decorates her room with like Christmas lights to make her feel better. And
That's
it's like
right.
it's
very
really
sweet. All right.
And then she cries again.
So we got the 3 or 4 cries.
I think this might be like 6.
Wow.
I haven't been keeping count. I think there's some that we haven't even mentioned.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So the next day she's inspired again. She's like, okay, the family might not be coming, but I want to make the most of this. And the town has a holiday hop, like a sock hop. It gets canceled because something with the venue. Who cares? There's a storefront that Mason has been having the whole movie. She's like, let's use the storefront. He was gonna
really quickly, he bought the storefront for who he thought was going to be his wife, because she was an artist.
There's a storefront he's been having the whole movie. I think
that's right. So he had this storefront, and he's just kind of kept it, but hasn't done anything with it. And so since meeting Jennifer Love Hewitt, he's slowly been kind of going back to that place and fixing it up because it's just kind of been a shell. And so she finds him working on this shop, and she's like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect place for the sock hop, holiday hop, whatever. Can we have it here? And so they work together to decorate it and get it ready for the
holiday hop.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and it's a great idea. She uses all her Christmas connections to kind of make it. It looks awesome, by the way.
It does look awesome.
Like,
great.
These trees, and like it looks so good. They end up like slow dancing together. And one note, Mason doesn't wear a tie, and I thought that was very disrespectful to Jennifer Love Hewitt and all the work she put into the party.
The least he can do.
She's dressed up in another red blazer, not a Linda Belcher blazer, but it's a glittery blazer, and he's just out here with no tie, like a crinkled collar, like he's looking a mess. I was very disappointed in the wardrobe for this.
Oh man, that's tough.
I thought he looked good. I don't know.
There you go.
No, sloppy.
No,
sloppy.
I bet you.
Terrible.
The last time that you thought you looked good and Patrick Serrano was in town, he probably had thoughts.
Yeah. I'm gonna start sending you a daily fit checks, and you can let me know if they're doing that.
Oh, fun. Yeah. Okay. So
Patrick's like, I'm in.
She doesn't think that he looks a mess. She like makes out with him, and all the townspeople are like cheering them on.
Wow, yeah, you go.
They really are into it. The family finally comes back, and they're like, oh my gosh, our house is amazing. We love it. You're hired forever. And Jennifer Love Hewitt's like, yay. Okay, good. You like it. And I don't know how it comes up, but she ends up crying again and running away.
Look at these tears. Look at her crying.
Man, she's really like, and this is the 6th time in the movie.
Could be 10th.
Wow.
This is like the big cry, like the
showstopper.
Yeah, because
I think it's just one of those like, I guess my job's done here type things. You know what I mean?
Doesn't something happen where like Jennifer Love Hewitt's like talking to the family, and she's like, oh yeah, this is Mason, and she's like gonna say like my boyfriend, and he says like coworker.
Well, yeah, something like that. But I think like she wanted him to like come, like want to go with her or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, they get upset with each other, or she gets upset with him. And then, yeah, when they walk in, she says, It was nice to meet you, Mason, and then walks off.
Yeah, it's good. And then we've got our Jennifer Love Hewitt song. We've all been waiting, and it's "I'm missing you at all. I'm missing you since you've been gone.
That's really
missing
good.
You, I am missing you at all." I think it's Tina Turner.
Yeah, it's good.
Missing you at all. Missing you. Well, who is that?
I think it's Tina Turner, right?
I think it is.
Well, she does a cover of it,
It's
and
Patrick
it doesn't
Serrano, if you ask me.
That's right.
There you go. But that was the song. I thought it was going to be a Christmas song, but it was just she just felt like singing, covering Tina.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
So, yes, we get funding for Jennifer Love Hewitt's business.
Yay.
It's called Holiday Junkie 2.0.
Yay.
Awesome. What a terrible name.
Yeah, she calls her mom, leaves a voicemail, and it's like, I did it. We're gonna be great. And then in my notes I wrote, and her mother comes back to life.
I love it. Well, that would have been it.
But she doesn't.
No.
She just reconciles with Mason. Mason has an idea. He wants to use the storefront.
What?
For Jennifer Love Hewitt's
No
business.
way.
And, they can.
Just so happened I have it.
I have this storefront I've done nothing with for years.
Just so happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said you don't have to pay rent. You just have to pay me with baked goods.
Got him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he loves Christmas. He loves her. They kiss. The movie does the thing where it flashes through all the scenes from when they first met.
The montage.
Do you remember the
last
movie?
2 weeks.
You remember it?
Yeah, classic.
That's something else I really despise. But
I will say this: I was on the fence on this movie, and you saying that made my decision for me.
Wow.
I hate that. Like, hate it.
Well,
it feels a solid 2 minutes.
It does. But we did just see it. But that is the movie. And I since you were already going into your thing, I guess it's time for us to pour it up or put a cork in it.
Yeah, I got to put
right.
a cork in it.
Right.
I enjoyed this, and I think that I would enjoy seeing Jennifer Love Hewitt do act, and do this thing. And it sounds like a decent premise, but all of the sads of it, and the fact that the conflict sounds like it's barely there, and then he happens to own a storefront. There's so many things that bothered me, and then the montage. That is the worst. If you are not M. Night Shyamalan showing us all the ways we missed the twist, or a 3-hour epic that spans decades to remind you of the building relationship, you cannot show me a montage of the last 80 minutes I just watched. Yeah. I hate that. Put a cork in it.
All right. Enthusiastic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am notoriously not big on the sads. I have a hard time with them. But this movie did win me over. I thought she was great, and I thought the two leads, they're married in real life, and sometimes that bites you in these movies, but they had steamy chemistry. They were great together. And it helps that the sads actually have some meat to them.
Yeah.
Like, she's so good at crying.
Meat on those sads.
She cries a lot. And if it wasn't for the ridiculous "what's the worst Christmas you've ever had" game, I would have liked this movie a lot more. I hated that game. I thought it was an awful way to get to the point of where they all share their things. Because it's not a thing that you would do for mozzarella stick. And so that was close to me putting a cork in it, but the movie won me over. I'm pouring it up.
Yeah. So you mentioned the couple being an actual couple and it being steamy. It was almost too steamy. I felt a little uncomfortable with the makeouts. They were really making out. Yeah. There was not an intimacy coordinator on set. They were just.
We got this one. Yeah. We got this one, guys.
Yeah, Jennifer Love Hewitt. It's like, I got it. Like, we're cool. We know what's up. So yeah, that was a little steamy. The mom dying thing. I think if you have gone through that, maybe this would be some type of catharsis or something like that. So I think it might be a good one to watch. I was watching with my mom. I watched these Christmas movies with my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, you could never die. I could never watch these." Then, Like what the hell?
It's been a big year for dead parents, and I think this one, it's the whole ball game. Like,
yeah,
yeah, so
it does it right. It's not a plot point.
This isn't for everybody. This movie is definitely not for everybody, but they do deal with it.
Yeah, so I think that was a different spin on the dead parent thing, actually grieving.
Yeah.
Instead of just having it be a plot point. So I would pour it up for that reason. There are a lot of like annoying things, like director choices, like the montage and stuff like that. But overall, it's the best Lifetime's going to give us. We'll see if Marcus Rosner can top Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Wow,
that's right. That's right. That does bring us. Does bring us to our last Deck the Lifetime Uncorked. We're taking next week off for Christmas, and then we'll be back on New Year's Eve, I believe, with our final one. What's it called? Engaged for Christmas? Engaging. By Christmas.
Got
it. Friends of the show, Britt Bristow and Marcus Rosner's in that one. So that's going to be a fun way to close out the season for sure. Support Patrick, lifetimeuncorked.com, co-fi.com/Patrick Serrano.
There you go.
Maybe we'll get to 10.
I love that. Everybody do it right now, unless you're driving.
Let's get to 25 by 2025.
25 by 25. I love that for us.
Bold statement. Anything else for the people, Patrick?
Well, I was just gonna say, what are you doing? New Year's Eve.
Nailed it.
That's it. Yeah,
I'm gonna be hanging out with you. That's what we're gonna be doing.
That's right. Can't wait.
If you're lucky, maybe we'll do it right at midnight. We'll do this, and then we'll segue right into we'll
count down
together.
Episode, of course.
That's right.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Merry Christmas, Patrick.
Merry Christmas.
I hope you enjoy it. Until next time, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Erin Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.